80,000 people are chanting your name in the stadium. You're in the Champions League final. In the first minutes, a shot comes in, right into the corner, but you make a great save. Today is my day, you say. But a few minutes later, you spill the ball in front of the opposing striker. That's not enough. Before you can even recover, you concede an overhead kick. But the nightmare isn't over yet. You get to a shot from 40 meters out. The fans hold their breath, but you let it slip from your hands and give away the goal. This is the worst situation a goalkeeper can experience. Subscribe and like. We're telling the stories of the worst goalkeepers through your eyes. You are Kepa Arrizabalaga. In 2018, you transferred to Chelsea and broke the record as the most expensive goalkeeper transfer in history. The fans expected a flawless performance from you, but nobody told you what kind of weight £80 million would put on your shoulders. You remember the day you arrived at Chelsea. That smile on your face, your mother's tears, your father's hand on your shoulder, just like he did when he watched you trying to save balls in the mud in Bilbao as a 9-year-old. You thought to yourself, this is the moment everything makes sense. All of this flashes before your eyes right at that moment. Chelsea vs Manchester City, Carabao Cup final. The match ended 0-0. Your team is heading to penalties, but your number is lighting up on the substitution board. Your manager, Sarri, is bringing on penalty specialist Willy Caballero to replace you. But you say, I'm fine, I'm not coming off, and refuse to leave the pitch. Your manager, Sarri, is losing his mind on the touchline, throwing whatever is in his hands, and trying to storm off down the tunnel in rage. Even David Luiz is shocked by your decision, and tells you that you need to come off, but you listen to nobody. You trust yourself. But in the penalty shootout, you lose 4-3. After the match, all the media was on fire. The biggest transfer in history. The biggest disgrace in history. This man will destroy Chelsea. After the match, you ignore the incoming calls. Why would you answer? You ruined everything. Everything that happened to you happened after this match. And in 2020, the match arrived that would earn you the title of the worst goalkeeper in Chelsea's history. July 20. Pandemic, empty stadium, Anfield. You thought there'd be no crowd pressure, but every sound hits clearers. You put on your gloves, squeeze them 3 times. The match begins. But nothing goes as planned. Kepa scores, you freeze. Your teammates push you on. Then Arnold's free kick. You don't move an inch. 3 more goals follow. You lose 5-3. Every shot on target went in. This was the end of your Chelsea career. A 54.5% save rate, the worst in Premier League history. Mendy replaced you. Most fans will only remember you for this. You are Massimo Taibi, the blind Venetian. Let me tell you just how bad you were. People say this about you. If there is a goalkeeper from whom Onana could take advice on how to deal with the pressure of the Premier League, it is Taibi. Do you agree? Anyway, 1990, Trento. Small stadium, small crowd. Your first professional match. From that day to this, you have played over 300 matches. In Serie A, at Milan, Italy's toughest club. And finally that day comes. Your first match. I wish I could say it was against a relegation team, but unfortunately your first match is against your fiercest rivals, Liverpool. There you are on the pitch, in front of thousands. But that tiny goal is literally growing in your eyes. You realize right at this moment that the Premier League is nothing like other leagues. You will say this in interviews later. The match begins. Your team is playing well. This isn't as hard as I thought. Right at that moment, you play a terrible pass straight to Jamie Carragher and the ball ends up in the net. But it's fine. Your manager and teammates console you. There's still plenty of time, 90 minutes in total. In the later minutes, you make incredible saves, and you win 3-2. You are named man of the match. Don't let how easily I told it fool you. Even the worry on your face showed what you were going through. It was a dream start for you. The next match was the one that would earn you a legendary nickname. Southampton. Everything is going fine. The defense is organized. The team is good. You are good. Southampton pick up the ball outside the penalty box. Matt Letitia, a legendary name. But today he doesn't look dangerous. Far out. Nobody is closing him down. But then he shoots. Slowly, so slowly. A ball that is almost walking toward you. You think to yourself, that's it? You bend down to cover the ball, and the ball slips through your legs and it's a goal. Your hands are empty, the stadium is silent. Still, your confidence is fully intact. You think it'll be just like the Liverpool match. You say you'll make history. And I'm saying, yeah, right. That kind of thing only happens once. You lost the match. You leave the stadium without saying a word. What could you even say? I guess the only thing you can do right now is wait for Goaltopia's video coming out in a few days. POV, you are the worst striker in the Premier League. So you already subscribed, left a comment, and joined the poll I posted in the community tab. Then you picked up the newspaper. On the front page it read, legendary nickname given to Italian goalkeeper. You flipped to the page with excitement, and after reading it, you immediately tore the newspaper apart. The blind Venetian. The media was openly mocking you. And meanwhile, you're telling yourself you'll improve, you'll become this team's hero. But your confidence was already long gone. Now, even when your teammate passes the ball back to you in away matches, the fans mock you, holding up threes. One of those matches was against Chelsea. The match kicks off. Goal. Then another. Then another. Then another. Then another. 5-0. United, one of the greatest clubs in history, losing 5-0 to Chelsea that day. And with every goal you shrink a little more. You had already accepted it. You were not a good goalkeeper. After this match, you were finished for Manchester. People even wrote songs saying a trash can would do a better job than you. After a 4-month adventure, Ferguson officially let you go. Well, not exactly. They sent you out on loan just in case something might improve. But in that moment, your belief in yourself was over. The blind Venetian and Manchester went on to win the title that season. Now you are Loris Karius, the bright young German that Jurgen Klopp brought to Liverpool in 2016 with great hopes. The day you first arrived here, your grandfather taking you by the hand and walking you to your first training session as a child flashes before your eyes. That period at Mainz when you became one of the best in the Bundesliga. All of this passes before your eyes on the night of May 26, 2018, in the Champions League final in Kyiv. You are facing Real Madrid, the biggest match in the world. Start of the second half. The match is 0-0. You want to roll the ball along the ground to build play, but you completely ignore Benzema standing right in front of you. You literally roll the ball straight to him, and he scores with his bandaged hand. Of course he scores. Even a footless Alex would score that. That's actually what I named the video after. Anyway, you try to recover, but it's not happening. You had been humiliated in front of millions. Luckily, in the 55th minute, your teammates score the equalizer. You celebrate like crazy. This time we're going to win. But right in the middle of that joy, Bale hits a shot from the edge of the penalty area. And not just any shot. An overhead kick. And what are you doing at that moment? Of course you're conceding the goal. The stadium goes absolutely wild. The Real Madrid fans at least. The Liverpool fans are probably cursing you out, but you hadn't yet made the mistake that would make them want to smash their television screens. In the 83rd minute, Bale hits a shot from almost 40 meters out. You get to it, you hold it, but it slips through your hands and rolls into the net. This moment was so different that even the commentator had gone silent. The tempo of the match had dropped, and there was nothing left to say. You had literally handed Bale the Man of the Match award with your own hands. You had given the trophy to Real Madrid 3-1. After this match, Alisson Becker replaced you, and you went to Besiktas. Speaking of which, something just came to mind. Years later, while watching the highlights of this match in class, my friend said, I think the Besiktas scouting team was having a barbecue when this match was played. The whole class burst out laughing at that. Anyway, we really went off in this video. Now you are André Onana. In the summer of 2023, you were transferred from Inter for £47 million. The biggest goalkeeper check United had written since Ferguson. The fans are hopeful about you. Of course they are. I'm tired of writing this sentence in every video anyway. Everyone is hopeful about you. But those Old Trafford pitches were about to swallow you like a swamp. In the first Champions League group stage match, you were that cool goalkeeper who had played in a Champions League final with Inter, using your feet like a midfielder. You thought to yourself, I am going to turn this league upside down, but you couldn't. Because everything that went wrong happened in that Bayern Munich match at the Allianz Arena. The score is 0-0. Leroy Sané shoots from outside the box. One of those weak shots where even in a casual five-a-side you'd say just let it go out for a throw-in. And what do? You literally let the ball slide in under your arms. After the match, you faced the press with a tearful statement saying, we lost because of me. But this is United. Nobody cares about your tears. After this match, you never found your footing anyway. Every time you stepped onto those Old Trafford pitches, the stands held their breath. Your Manchester United career ended as noisily and disappointingly as it began, and you went to the Turkish club Trabzonspor. By the way, did you notice? Bad goalkeepers always end up going to Turkey. Anyway, let's not even get into that topic. Actually, there are many goalkeepers who deserve to be in this video. One of them is Antonín Kinský. You remember him, right? He had made his first appearance in the Champions League round of 16. Before the match, he said he was excited and that they were going to win. But in just 15 minutes, he had conceded 3 goals. Everyone was mocking him at that moment. And in the 17th minute, his manager substituted him off, Probably the worst moment a goalkeeper can experience. See you in the next video.